it's morning. It's really morning. It's early morning. It's like 4:30 right now, Eastern time. And I'm up. I just received a phone call not too long ago from the other driver, and he was letting me know they were about 40 minutes away at the time, so it's probably like 20 minutes now. And the other driver and I, going to use proper English, will be going down to meet our group. One thing I don't do when I meet groups early in the morning, I don't go and jump on the mic and say, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your wake-up call." I don't do that because that would make them very mad at me, and I don't want that. I want to keep my group nice and calm like me, and I want them to love me and ask for me again when they do a trip. I'm walking around here making sure I have all my chargers and everything out of the wall, and making sure I'm not leaving anything behind, because I have done that so many times staying in these hotels. Gotta love it. I'm back in the district. In case you don't know, the district is Washington, D.C. And now I am sitting right in front of the Smithsonian's. That is a series of museums. You have the Museum of American History, Museum of Natural History, Museum of Indian History, Aerospace, and I might be mispronouncing some of them, but they're all here, and they are on two streets. And they're both one way, so you go up one and you'll see one side, and then you go down the other side and you see the other. But they have it set up pretty nice over here, and they're easy to get to. But the only thing about it is there is no parking. Should I say there is no legal parking. And you would think a city like Washington, D.C., and I might as well throw New York in there while I'm at it. You would think that those two cities would at least be friendly to tour buses, charter buses, because you have tourists coming to these cities all the time. So why not just designate areas for bus parking? That would be the wise thing to do. What they do is they invite these people, but then they want to target the drivers like me. Well, the people can come here, but I have a problem with. You can't park up here. I don't want you here. And that's just the truth behind it. That's how they treat us. I've been in both worlds. I've explained my world of trucking, and now I'm explaining my world of bus driving. And in both worlds, we deal with the Department of Transportation, and they have some rules and regulations that are insane, and some of them are impossible, but they don't care. Most of the big wigs haven't even driven a commercial vehicle. They don't even know what a commercial vehicle looks like, but they write all these laws for them. And I'm not gonna say any more about it because they might get mad and try to take me out, but who cares? Right now I am outside of Washington, D.C., still in the metro area, but we are at Arlington National Cemetery on the Virginia side. And the group said they would be in there for about an hour, and that was 30 minutes ago, so I guess we got 30 more minutes and they'll be out. This morning when we got here, we noticed that there were buses parked along the side of the entrance to the National Cemetery. So the tour guide on here said it must be full, or either they're just too cheap to pay for the parking. And so we get up there, we find out, well, no, they're not cheap, too cheap to pay for the parking. There just isn't any parking. The guy came up and told us, well, the parking deck is full, but you still have to pay $7 to drop off. And The other tour guide in the first bus, this is a 2-bus movement, and, he was like, bull crap, we're not paying $7 just to come in and circle around and drop off and leave back out, no way. So we drove on through. They gave us this stupid ticket for what reason, I don't know. If it's full, why the heck would they give us a ticket? So we go around, and then on the way out, the first bus pulled through, and the woman wasn't in the booth, so she comes running up to him trying to get that stupid ticket that they gave us, and so he gave it to her. So I pulled up. I was trying to get to where she was, and she's just running out there, throwing her hand up, yelling, "Stop, stop!" And then so I stopped, and I was right by the booth, and she comes running in there, give me the ticket. I was like, well, I can't give you the ticket because my door swings out like this. A lot of buses, their door comes out and then goes back like that, but mine doesn't. This is an MCI E4500, so my door swings out, and she just caught a fit and threw a tantrum. "Stop! You can't go anywhere. Give me your ticket." I was like, "Ma'am, I can't give you my ticket. My door is going to hit your booth, or either I'm going to damage my door, or I'm going to tear your booth up, so I can't." And she just wasn't having it. She didn't let me move. And so my tour guide stood up and went to the door and gave her a mean look, and I guess she backed down, and I pulled up a little bit, just enough to open the door, and the tour guide said, "Give me the ticket," and I gave her the ticket, and she threw it at her, and we got on out of there, because that was insane. Why would you throw a tantrum over something stupid like that? When people have authority, sometimes they abuse it. And then on another note, some people that have jobs, they don't love their jobs, and so they act miserable, and they treat everybody else horribly. That's why I always say it's very important to have a job that you love. If you don't love doing it and don't want to wake up to it, my advice is find something that you love doing. Don't just get a job. Don't be a paper chaser, baby. Don't be a paper chaser, because that will lead you to a life of ruins. Money does not make you happy at all. I've tried it in the past, and it does not make you happy. I would rather be broke and happy than rich and miserable any day. I love being around people, and I get compliments all the time. People tell me, "You have such a nice attitude, and you greet us with a smile all the time," and they say they can't see how I do it. And, they would be stressed out doing all this, but it's all about the outward appearance, not the inward feelings. I don't express what I feel inwardly towards my customers, because they haven't done anything to make my day miserable. Some of them do, but I still don't show it. I kill them with kindness. I got that from another driver a while back. They said kill them with kindness, and that was like before when I first got started in motor coach industry. I took that and ran with it. That was a positive I took from him, and I kill them with kindness. Even though they treat me horribly, I still smile at them, and I go above and beyond to make them comfortable while I'm driving them. And it pays off in the end, because their attitude towards me changes. And that's what I aim to do. I aim to change the world one person at a time.